It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on S3, and we have a very, very special guest.
Yay.
Because you've heard her on your radios, you've seen her on your television screens, and now you get to see her on your feel-good breakfast show, and she also has covered some many best-selling glossy magazines. It's the one and only Tracey Lange.
Can we have this again, please? I love it.
Okay, let's do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, South African media personality, Tracey Lange!
Oh my God.
She looked at me.
Take a selfie, take a selfie. Oh man, obviously a long list of accomplishments and achievements. The leather pants probably standing out as your most recent.
Just for you, actually, just for you.
I got to see you as we were kind of having little individual moments behind the scenes. You were a host at the SAFTAs, but of course you were featuring within the SAFTAs, not once, not twice, but thrice.
Yes.
Griekwastad won 3 awards at the SAFTAs. I mean, it's difficult to know where to begin with you. Obviously a Pasella presenter and one of the most loved in their incredible journey, but can I just say congratulations. I know heart and soul would have had to have gone into that project. How good did it feel to get that kind of validation?
I don't think I can even begin to describe it. It took me at least 2 weeks to come off that high after being told that the first movie I've ever produced was not only nominated for a SAFTA in 5 categories, but we won 3 of it, and then Best Feature Film. It was absolutely phenomenal, mind-blowing, breathtaking. We were so sure that we wouldn't win, not because the movie isn't great, it is fantastic, but because we were up against really big movies.
It was a very strong year.
It was, yes, it was such a strong group of people to be up against. And then the next thing they go, well, you, and now it's Griekwastad. There you were. Graham goes, Griekwastad, and I went, no way, and I started screaming. And we hadn't planned any kind of celebrations because we really just went like, this is so unexpected. We really did. When we got the nomination, it was that proper, this is so unexpected, but fantastic, and there's nothing better than this. And then we won. And on top of that, I mean, we brought Arnold Vosloo back to the country for his first Afrikaans role in 30 years.
Sure.
Yeah.
And years ago, I'd said, I would love to produce a movie and I would like to bring Hollywood to South Africa, not knowing that it would happen exactly like that, which is what it did.
And you know, straight after that moment, the director had to say to me in my ear, Graham, there's no audience here. You can stop clapping and cheering. Okay, I get it, but it was just amazing.
Oh, well, you deserve an audience wherever you go, Tracy. I have to admit, like, when you told me that Pasella, when you were a Pasella presenter, that's where it started for you in the industry. I had no idea. But I mean, how has that journey shaped you to become the media mogul that you are right now?
Multifaceted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this. Pasella is what cemented the idea that if you want something, you need to go after it. Many people don't know this, but I was on air at the time when I thought to myself, you know what, I think I'm going to find a way to contact Pasella. And that's what I did. I Googled, found an email address, sent them a mail and said...
You sent them an email?
No, you can't wait for things to happen. You need to be proactive about this. You want something, you need to go out there, make it happen. And then if they go no, then it's like, okay, cool, then let's find another way. And that's what I did. I sent an email. A week later, I got a mail to go, cool, we would like to audition you. And 3 weeks after that first email, I got on a plane, flew to Durban, and did my first Pasella insert.
But you got to do it, eh? You got to knock, otherwise no one's going to answer.
And that's how it's been throughout my career. It's being the one that just kind of reaches out, and that's what Pasella has done. It's opened so many doors. That was 2008. In 2012, a new show started, and they called me and they went, we remember you from Pasella. Please come and host for us. Yeah?
Well, I mean, that's how I got into Expresso, was exactly that. Are you that guy who does, the value of being around for a while?
Come on, you know.
In my case, certainly helps. Then that was the beginning of the journey. Now you fast forward to this opportunity to look back at all of these adventures, these magical moments, these incredible co-presenters that you've worked with. You're busy filming and kind of putting together the tribute series, which will be the grand finale, if you will, after this current series. Talk us through that process. Why is it so important that you do look back after the journey you've had?
To just see how far you've come, first and foremost. But can I just share with you how exciting it was being part of filming this. When they contacted me and said, Tracy, you were part of it, please can we do a couple of inserts with you? I went immediately, yes, whenever, whatever you
But
need,
my rates
I'll be
have
there.
gone up slightly.
And then I went, is there danger, Pay? You want me at Killarney again? Because that's what we did in one of my inserts in 2008. We went to Killarney and we raced around the track in one of those A1 cars. And you know, when you're younger, you're not scared of anything. You're willing to
feel it.
try any. Yes, completely. And this time around, I was a little bit more scared. But it was great to just share this with so many other people as well. And actually bringing an older gentleman, Royston Stoffels, who I had done an insert with as well at the time. And I mean, well, he's 70 and he got into one of the cars as well this time around. So it is so good to just reminisce and go, gosh, look at what Pasella has done, the doors it has opened, not only for me, but for so many others.
Yeah.
And was Paul Rothman really that beautiful?
Oh, he's
It was
beautiful.
even more gorgeous. I remember one of my best descriptions, and one of the best descriptions of Paul came from Carl Waste. He said, gosh, his dimples are so deep, a baby can sleep in it. At the time, that is what he said.
It's true,
That's
man.
what he said. And really, he is gorgeous.
He is gorgeous.
Inside and out, yeah.
When I got interviewed on Pasella, he was the presenter, and I was just like, oh, this man is really beautiful in person.
He really is like
So
that. But
sweet. And he stays the same.
Enough, ladies.
But Graham,
okay?
you are gorgeous
No,
too.
no,
Just absolutely
look,
gorgeous.
You know, you get like nice and then you get Paul, okay? Make sure you tune into Pasella every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. on SABC2. That's the current format. Then, of course, we'll tell you a little bit more about the tribute season, which is going to be a magical journey. You are going nowhere because you can't move in those pants. That's the key. But stick around. We're going to continue our chat with Tracy in a moment.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thanks a lot, Raul. And I must just say, it's actually quite exciting for me to chat to this person on our couch. You know that I actually got jealous earlier when there was somebody else interviewing
I could
her.
feel it, yeah.
And now this is my time. I've actually always wanted to do this as well. Can I do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Tracy is here on your couch on Expresso on S3. So we've covered so many great things that you've done. And I must just say, it's an honor. I'm actually quite starstruck, to be honest.
Guys, so when you guys were dating, was it difficult?
It was
to have
tough.
Was it tough when you had your
You know, just when we dated
Oh,
the first
my
time,
word.
it was like the magazine hype was not my thing. You know, I wanted us to have like just a nice free flowing relationship. You know what I mean? But then she got super like famous, and it was tough for me.
did, eh?
Because there was like Pasella, and then next thing you know, she's station manager of radio stations and stuff like that around. It was tough for me.
Producing
You know what I mean?
films
Film
and-
production. So I had to step away. And yes, you can say she is the one that got away, but it's fine. I mean, we're professional, we're friends now.
You see, people are going to write stories about this now. And they're
Exactly.
going to go, oh my word, the things you never knew. Carl Wasty and Tracey Lange used to date. We did not. Just FYI, we did not.
But it leads me to an important question, because you're a darling. Like, in the media, people love you. Have you ever had a tough time in the industry, especially as you kind of became very famous, essentially? Has it ever been difficult for you, that side of the industry?
I must be honest with you, no. I think I've been very fortunate to be surrounded by great people. And I know Carl West and I, we can joke about it. But we started out at another radio station together. We used to broadcast from here every Thursday morning, actually from the set of Expresso. And there was a lot of support that came from there. And I think if you surround yourself with people that support you regardless of anything. And I remember when I moved to Afrikaans TV and Carl Wasty was adamant they would have to watch me on TV despite anything.
still.
And they wouldn't understand what I was saying. I would get to work the following day and go, I don't know what you said
What was
there.
this?
Don't understand it. But they would watch. And I think if you have people like that around you all the time who just support regardless of anything else, you don't pay attention to the fluff.
Yeah.
You ignore that because that's
If it
all
doesn't
it is.
matter,
It's like
it doesn't
blinkers.
matter, yeah.
Exactly. If you don't actually have my number to call me and tell me things, then whatever it is that you have to say clearly doesn't matter.
That's very true. Also, I was privileged enough to actually receive that number quite early on, which is
You're
great.
such a liar.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice that I actually had that opportunity. It's cool.
to
That's very, very
phone
nice
late
when you have
at
people
night.
like that around you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's the history that we have. Whew, it's tough. Anyway, I actually wanted to chat. You know, I remember when the Pasella thing, began, and we were working together, and there was always that intrigue. And I was really adamant. I wanted people to watch, and it's fine because at the moment, that Afrikaans that you spoke was such like a suiwer Afrikaans. It was very, very
Beautiful,
simple.
yeah.
Ja, grammaticaal, wat is die semantiese waarde?
Die semantiese waarde van die tuin as die groente geword.
Geen idee wat hy nou sê nie.
Yeah, exactly.
No
But
idea.
I wanted to, some of your memories, obviously we have a tribute season of Pasella coming up, some of the greatest memories. I'm sure there are things behind the scenes, things that didn't go right with shoots and stuff like that. Is there anything that comes to mind?
Well, the one was actually the fact that we went and shot, I mentioned it earlier on,
Yes.
at Killarney, and we did these A1 cars with Bola Conradi, who was a Springbok at the time. And we raced around, we spent an entire day, I think at that point was 10 hours, and then we went to the third location.
Yeah.
Shot there, changed tapes and everything, because at the time it was still tapes.
Yeah.
And yes, but yeah, it was so long
You
ago.
know.
You know about it. Come on, Graham.
Peter Camp. I feel you go.
And then, as we finished at the third location, it was after 10 that evening, the director went, "Where's my bag with the other tapes?" Searched and searched. And what had happened was, it seemed that when they offloaded at the third location, they left the bag, someone walked past, grabbed it. So we lost the entire day's footage.
So no one will ever see you race.
Somebody-
And then we had to reshoot. Yes! We had to redo everything as if it was the first time. Be scared, and at this point, obviously, you're not scared anymore. So all the interviews with Bola Conradi, Conrad Jantjies,
Yeah.
at Newlands, from there go to Bola's home with his family, all lost. Gone, redo. And at that point, you just start laughing. You just go like, this is not because it's funny, because it's hysterical
Because,
now.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Let's do it again.
Whole
Oh.
day's work lost, gone. And we can laugh about it now.
I think for the tribute season, to the person who has those tapes, could you please return them for the tribute season? For Pasella every Wednesday. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
please.
Just an
Yes,
idea.
Could you dump them onto a digital format and then return them so that we can
Oh, my
watch them?
word.
Absolutely beautiful, man.
Great, man.
It's been such a pleasure having you
Thank
here.
you. It's been great being here. And obviously the current season of Pasella is on as well.
Yes.
Every Wednesday evening at 7:30. So watch it. It is Pasella in the format that we know. And if you would like to add your tributes as well, don't forget that you actually just have to go to pasella.co.za and upload your
part
video over
of
there.
it.
Yes, because we'd like to see that. So you see, they can share the tapes. Maybe
Yes.
just a video of yourself going, "Hey, how's it? Look
I
at
have your
me.
tapes."
Here I am. I've got the tapes."
Or you can win one of the coolest cookbooks ever.
As well.
Obviously, through your journey, I know you've worked with some of the best foodies in the business. Are you ever going to win an Oscar for Best Foreign Film? Yes.
I hope so.
I think you'll win an
definitely
Oscar
hope so.
for a flow joke first.
Oh, yes, you know
Right?
it. Of course.
Guess what? I'm going to ask you now.
Okay,
Do you have
go.
a flow joke for me?
Of course.
Let's
Go
do
for
it.
it,
Let's-
go
I'm
for
always
it, go
ready.
for
I'm
it, go
always
for it.
ready.
Let's go.
But so many of the flow jokes just work in Afrikaans.
Yes, no, gooi.
Okay, is that fine?
Yes, ons
bietjie
verstaan.
Suid-Afrika.
Verstaan?
Maar gooi.
Ek is bang hulle gaan nie verstaan nie. Okay?
nee,
Maar kom ons gaan.
verstaan.
So just so you know, flow jokes, it's a weak joke. Flow as in weak
Weak.
tea. Flow
Okay.
tea.
Yes.
Okay, really bad.
Dad
It's
joke.
horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
No,
Afrikaans.
not bad. No, not bad.
even dad.
No,
It's
it's
weaker.
better. No, it's better
It's
than.
weaker or
no,
better?
It's better. Yeah.
Okay, go for it, go for it, go for it.
So, lyk my alles styg. Petrolprys, huurprys, kosprys, is net my salaris wat hoogtevrees het. They didn't get it.
No, did you understand? No, I didn't. And
So basically, what she meant was everything is rising but her salary.
except my salary.
Yes, that's it. See?
Got a fear of heights. He made
That's-
it boring.
that's- I
he
know.
just made it
I
boring
just
now.
wanted to say
the only thing that has a
that
fear of
I-
heights is my salary.
This is what happens when
I
you
thought
watch
you meant
Pasella.
he had a fear of heights, which is kind of understandable, but Oh, you're awesome.
Baie
you
dankie
did
Tracy
it.
Lange. Ons
Well
Afrikaans is
done.
baie vlot soos 'n robot. Hier op Expresso op S3. And Graham, would you like to finish off the Afrikaans sentence, please?
No, not at all.
Please
Ek
do.
is 'n bietjie sineweeagtig. Ons wil ons liefde vir
Ja.
jou gee omdat
Daar sê.
jy is my gunstelinge TV
Aanbieder.
aanbieder.
Hey,
Thank you. No, we love you.
Yes.
And we love the fact that you guys love Pasella as much as we do. And we want you to keep watching, keep supporting, because it is a very important time to be a part of that journey. Make sure you make the time to tune into Pasella every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. on SABC2. And remember, you have until the 26th of June to send in those awesome videos on Pasella's website. That's pasella.com. Your video could be a part of that amazing tribute season. And you could win yourself that Pasella cookbook. Can we get one more round of applause?
Yes!
No chores for Tracey Lange.
Baie dankie hoor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tot ziens, dit vir jou.
Met 'n splinternuwe seisoen van Pasella
Nou my lig weer, wat die lig weer.
op Woensdae 19:30 op SABC2.
Mooi!
En by dit is daar 'n groot bonus wat vir kykers op die horison wink.
Dis jare sedert ek laas saam met julle gekuier het op Pasella.
Pasella 23 jaar.
Dit is tyd om Pasella se 23 jaar te vier. En jy kan deel wees van hierdie spesiale huldeblyk-reeks.
Hier is ons al drie aan die einde van 2002.
Na ongelooflike 3 dekades op die lug, stap Pasella terug in tyd met 13 episodes wat vroeg volgende jaar uitgesaai word.
Hoe voel dit vir jou om weer voor die Pasella kameras te wees?
Dis 'n rukkie, né? Ons was die beginspan wat in die 90's.
Ons kuier by van ons gunsteling aanbieders.
Hoekom gemaak julle nie tongnat saam met Paul op die droogste wynroete in Suid-Afrika nie?
En by dit wil ons die kykers die kans gee om deel te wees van hierdie historiese seisoen.
Toe maar, is net ek.
As jy saam met ons op die kassie totsiens wil sê, deel 'n persoonlike video met jou afskeidsboodskap en 'n paar van jou hoogtepunte op Pasella oor die jare en staan 'n kans om 'n Pasella kookboek te wen. Video's kan op ons webwerf pasella.com ingestuur word. Die sperdatum is 26 Junie 2021 en bepalings en voorwaardes kan op ons webwerf gevind word.